Hi everyone, I'm Matt Hewlett. Welcome to my blatant ripoff of John Green and Mental Floss. And did you know that when a roller coaster breaks down, chances are you're not going to die? This is slightly off track story time. So this is going to be the first in a new series of videos where we talk about the different unexpected experiences that we've had on our various roller coaster and amusement park trips. Funny things, scary things, heartwarming things, unexpected things, and sometimes things that just make you wonder. This is one of those times. So, just a few weeks ago, Ailu and I were at Six Flags Fiesta Texas in San Antonio on Memorial Day. We went there to ride Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster. But while we're in the park, we decided to check out everything. That's what we do. Toward the middle of the afternoon, around 3 or 4 p.m. or so, we had made our way from the back of the park back up to the front of the park to hit up Goliath, the B&M inverted roller coaster right at the front of the park. Always a good ride. B&M inverts are always great. And since a brand new ride had just opened, most people were in line for that. The stuff up at the front of the park was pretty much a walk-on. So as Ailu and I were walking up the queue, about halfway through, there were a couple people that walked down past us, exiting it, saying, "Oh, it's broken down, it's closed, don't even bother." Now, we have been at rides and on rides that have broken down many times before. Most of the time, it only lasts 10 to 15 minutes max. Sensors trip up, computers need a reboot, you have to cycle a couple trains through empty, and then it's good to go. So we decided to keep on going up and wait it out. So we get up to the front of the line. We're to the point where we're going to be the next people on the train, and we see exactly what's going on. The train that was leaving the station as it was dispatched, it got 3 or 4 cars out and then stopped, where it's halfway on the lift hill and halfway still in the station.
Check it out, y'all. Goliath got stuck.
Now, roller coaster safety systems are designed to work this way. There are sensors all over the track, in the station, on the lift hill, at various points throughout the ride, and even in the trains themselves to make sure restraints are functioning properly. That's what happened on this one. The sensors tripped up, had a glitch, just like what happens in computers and cars all the time. Most of the time, you just need to reboot the system, replace the sensor, run that train empty, and it resets and you're good to go. So I pulled out my camera to film this process as they were unloading people from this train and resetting the systems. I thought it was fascinating that they were connecting batteries, like handheld batteries that you would use like in a cordless drill. They were hooking those up with USB cables to the trains to get power to the sensors to do a manual override, pop open the restraints, and get people off. Now, this is an inverted roller coaster. You're up in the air, your feet are dangling. It's not a good idea to just jump off of it. Not a good way to go. You can fall and hurt yourself. So the ride attendants and operators had these little wooden benches that they would set up underneath one row of the train, let people off, and then they would kick it up forward to the next row and let those people off. So I was filming this because I thought it was just a fascinating, curious process.
So we're up here at Goliath's entrance platform. Something tripped on it, stopped the train, and now the riders are being evac'd. This is a process I have not seen for this particular type of ride. Got those little wooden benches they're shoving up. While we're watching the evac process, take a few minutes to appreciate that minty fresh paint on this. Vibrant blue and yellow, restored like it's never been before. I like it.
I kept the camera rolling as they emptied everybody out and reset the system and sent that train on its way empty. And during this process, the train that was out on the track finished its course, came up to the back of the station in the final brake run, and slowed down and stopped right before the entrance of the station. So the riders on that train had to sit there and wait silently and bored while the evac process happened in front of them. It took about 10 minutes or so maximum. Not a big deal, right? Most of the time when you're on this kind of thing, when it does as it's designed, break down safely is what we often say in the enthusiast circles. Most of the time, all that really happens is you just sit there and you're bored. In my experience, that is the moment that you have to pee. Nope, your bladder can't give you an alert right before you get on the ride, and it can't hold it until after this. But if you're on a roller coaster and it stops, that's when you gotta go. Why this happens, I don't know, but it is really, really aggravating. But I've been on many roller coasters and other rides that have broken down, and that's it. You just sit still for a while, let the maintenance staff do their thing, and then you get off. No harm done, right? Well, I was filming the train leaving the station, and then I panned the camera back around to see the train that was entering the station. I saw all those people get off. Most people that were on that train just got off, exited, except for this one lady who just absolutely unloaded on the maintenance guy. There's this guy standing there with his high vis and his hard hat and his clipboard, and then he gets this lady that gets off the ride and gets right up in his face and starts flailing her arms and jumping up and down and pointing her finger in his face and screaming, and there's profanities everywhere. Definitely not rated G. And she's just unloading on this dude who helped her get out of that situation. The roller coaster safety system worked exactly as it was intended to do. She sat still and bored for about 10 minutes, and then got off the ride and got mad at the guy that fixed it. First off, that makes no sense to me. That's the guy you should be thanking. Why are you cussing at him? Thank him and move on your way. If you're really that angry at the park or at the operations or at the coaster, there's comment cards to fill out. There's online reviews to do. But why you gotta scream and curse at the guy that's right in front of you that just helped you get off the ride? Not cool, man. And another thing that I thought was kind of bizarre is what I could hear of this conversation that wasn't profanity was her complaints about being hot. Understandable to a certain degree. It is San Antonio, Texas, in the summertime. It was about 95, 96 degrees with a heat index of about 105. Definitely not the most comfortable temperatures. But she was wearing full-length jeans, not just leggings, but full-length jeans, and a long-sleeve t-shirt under a long-sleeve cardigan sweater. Yeah, you're going to be hot, and you did that to yourself. Dress for the weather, t-shirt and shorts, sunscreen, hat. Sounds normal, right? Here she was dressed up like it's Christmas, complaining about heat. Screaming at the guy that just got her off the ride. I don't know, man. It's just craziness. this has been the first installment of Slightly Off Track Story Time. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave us a comment down below. Have you ever experienced a ride breakdown? What was it like for you? Did you sit still bored for 10 minutes or so? Or were you in a more stressful situation than that? Tell us your story. We'd love to hear it. If you're browsing your way through here, click the like, click subscribe, ring the bell to get our next Storytime videos in your notifications. Until next time, my name is Matt Hewlett. This is Slightly Off Track. Have a great day.